Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood and looked down one as far as I could to where it bent in the undergrowth, then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as far that the passing there had worn them really about the same, and both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leans on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And I ask you in the comments, could you give me a line from one of your favorite poets? Please tell me it's Robert Frost. I honestly don't even know what to really call this video. I just want to make this video because, well, I'm trying to do more passion projects. The whole 3 games was sort of I don't know if passion project is the right word, but sort of do more videos that I kind of want to do besides just gaming. And I know I did the whole 3 games just for the hell of it, and I didn't really know what else to really make, and I recently picked up a collection that I've been wanting for a while. That's the Robert Frost collection from Library of America. Really good edition. Really good edition. It is huge. It may look small, but this thing's 1,000 pages. This is not 500 or 400 pages. This is 1,000. It's just really condensed and very thin paper. Similar to Bible. It's Bible thin type paper. If you ever, flip through a Bible, the paper is always really thin. That's the type of paper this is. And my bookmark was on Mountain Interval, The Road Not Taken, which is his very famous poem. Besides Stopping by Woods. I just wanted to make this video because for some reason, and I try and figure out why, I may have figured it out, I don't know, but Robert Frost is the only poet that I actually really like. I've tried to get into poetry. I've tried Edgar Allan Poe. I've tried Yeats. I've tried even Goethe. I've tried Bukowski. I've tried a few, and none of them really caught my interest. They never kept my interest for very long, and there's just something about Robert Frost that really speaks to me. Maybe it's because I grew up on a farm, and that's why. But yeah, he's the only poet that I actually like. I've been reading this for a little bit, even though I'm not really halfway through it at all. I'm on page 103. So I haven't really gotten really far into it. I just read it here and there, off and on. And I've been reading a novel currently in the back. It's sitting on the bed right now. So I've been reading it off and on, along with my novels as usual. And I wanted to sort of just make a video just talking about Robert Frost just because I can. It's my channel. And sort of take a little bit of a break from gaming because, I don't know, I got nothing to really review or react to, but I guess this is sort of like a review of Robert Frost as a whole. From what I've read of this collection, his prose are very interesting. They're very unusual. His style of prose is very unusual and very different from pretty much anything I've really read. And I found the prose to be both kind of not well written, but at the same time kind of genius as well. It really depends on, the story. A lot of North of Boston is nothing but short stories. Like I didn't ever realize. I know he's really well known for mostly poetry, but he has a lot of short stories. A lot, way more than I thought he would. Just flipping through this collection, there's, a good amount of short stories in them that I wasn't expecting. And they're interesting. They're very, very simple stories. They focus more of like everyday life, like the mundane stuff like that. So if you're into that, I think you may really like it. I like it. It's very, very different writing style than what I'm used to reading. It's not so far none of his short stories are in verse. A lot of them are just, straightforward, mundane stories. A lot of it is dialogue. Like 90% of the short stories that I've read so far have been nothing but dialogue, which is very interesting. They're not plays. I can assure you that they are not plays, even though he has written a few plays, according to this collection. But most of them are just dialogue, just two people having a conversation. That's the whole entirety of a lot of his short stories. And it's very interesting, very interesting. But it's mostly dealing with like farm life, or talking about something happening like a death or something else happening, and it's mostly just two people talking. And some of his stuff can get pretty dark, surprisingly. Especially after reading Fear. That one was pretty dark and very interesting, especially the way it ended. So yeah, I just thought I would make this vlog just talking about Robert Frost and how much I like his poetry. And if you haven't heard him recite his own poetry, you need to listen to it. I'll try and leave a link to one down in the description. But I think what made it easier to get into his poetry is listening to Robert Frost himself recite it, so you can get the good flow of how it's supposed to sound and the way it's supposed to go. And one thing I really like about his poetry is it rhymes. It has to rhyme. And that's the one problem I have with poetry, is that I know it's sort of stereotypical that all poetry has to rhyme, when in fact it doesn't. But to me, it feels like poetry isn't poetry if it doesn't rhyme, to me at least. And that's why I find some poetry very, very boring, is because it's almost like a very, very short story, but written in a very strange way. To to say that it's in verse is to say that, some of the poetry is in verse is an understatement because of how some of it is written. It's not rhymey. It's not, it's not like one sentence ends with the same matching sentence, I guess. And as you heard me read, Road Less Traveled by, a lot of his poetry does rhyme, pretty much a lot of it. And I know I should be doing this review when I've actually read through the entire collection, but I honestly just wanted to just go ahead and just make it. This is a video I was kind of excited for, and I just wanted to make. And I know it's short. I know I just sort of wanted to just talk about Robert Frost because why the hell not? I mean, why not? I wanted to talk about something that I was interested in, and I'm very interested in Robert Frost. I am. This American Library Edition is a really, really nice edition. It has a built-in bookmark. The old... I don't know if you can... Let's see if I can get this. Ribbon bookmark. As you can see here. If it would focus... There we go. It's trying to focus on both, but it can't. See if I can get to focus on Road Not Taken. But yeah, it's very, very interesting. And I'm going to show you what it looks like underneath the dust cover, which I really wish a lot of people do with their hardcovers. It's green. Oh, you can't really see very well. This is Robert Frost, Collected Poems, Prose, and Plays. And there's nothing on the back, nothing on the front. It's all green. And I really wish more people that review hardcovers show what it looks like underneath the dust cover. Because sometimes I like to take the dust cover off, because sometimes they have terrible dust covers. Sometimes they have the old school looking spine where it's, across instead of, straight down. Kind of like Everyman's editions. But yeah, this is a really nice edition. I got it for like 40? 41? No, 31. I got it for 31. And I gotta make a vlog, a channel update sometime later on. Maybe this month, maybe next. I don't know. I might do it on the 30th. I don't know. But I'm probably going to do a channel update talking about some things I have planned for the channel and some things that I have planned in real life. So, hope you guys enjoyed this. I know this was short. I know it was kind of a strange, random video of me talking about Robert Frost, but I don't know. I just like it. I really do. You know what? How about we read another poem? Whose woods these are, I think I know. His house is in the village, though. You will not see me stopping here to watch his woods fill up with snow. My little horse must think it queer to stop without a farmhouse near, between the woods and frozen lake, the darkest evening of the year. He gives his harness bells a shake to ask if there is some mistake. The only other sounds the sweep of easy wind and downing flake. The woods are lovely, dark and deep, but I have promises to keep. Miles to go before I sleep. Miles to go before I sleep. Stopping by woods. I had to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I am the man. Stay tuned for more gameplays and just random videos like this. And goodbye.